So I'm going to be showing you how we introduce our virgin queens. So I've decided to do this little short video because we've had a few questions and a few people asking how we introduce queens to our nukes. So I'll do a couple of videos, one with our mated queens and one with our virgins. So this isn't the only way, it's just the way I choose to do it. So we inspected these colonies last week and noticed that one of them was queenless. So they're at the stage now where I've knocked all the cells back and they are completely hopelessly queenless and ready to accept a new queen. Now, they would accept a mated queen, but I've decided to do this video with a virgin queen. Now, virgin queens are more readily accepted to colonies, generally. Obviously, a few things in play here. You need to make sure you've got a good nectar flow or you feed at the same time to increase your chances of acceptance. So, we'll go through it. I'll show you the frames. Make sure, again, we're hopelessly queenless. I've not missed anything. We're then going to minimum disturbance, minimum smoke, nice and calm with the bees, and we'll just run the virgin into the top of the frames and into the hive. We'll then check on her in 2 to 3 weeks time, weather dependent, and hopefully she's been successfully open mated. So it's a little bit moody weather-wise, so I don't want to disturb them too much. So just a gentle puff of smoke just to subdue them a little bit. And what I'm going to do is get our queen, and I'm just going to lower at the top of the bars and then just work our way down, and I'll shut them up, no fuss. There she goes. So they're just greeting her now and she's going straight down. I'll close them up as quick as possible so I don't disturb them any more than I need to. And as I said, there's not much of a flow on at the moment, so I will give these a little bit of a feed. You can already hear the tone change with inside the hive. And we'll check on those 2 to 3 weeks and hopefully we have a mated queen. So I've just popped along to Latham to Taylor's Farm Shop where we've got hives on site. Just actually overindulged on one of their Zinger burgers for my lunch. But I've been finding been that busy lately. If I don't force myself to stop something to eat, I pretty much can go all day then without eating. But anyway, we've got some queens left over from hatchings over the weekend. So I think out of 42 cells or something like that, we had 41 hatch, which is fantastic. So I've got about 10 virgins left. So I've come up to Taylor's here now at Latham. We've got the demo we did. So my plan is go into the demo, check what's going on. Hopefully we'll find mated queens. If not, we're just going to run in our virgin queens and I'll show you how we go about it again. So it's quite windy, so I'll try and keep you at the wind noise. But there's not a lot going on up here, to be honest. As I mentioned last week, I didn't tell you, I got the devastating news. I'm only kidding, Andrew. That the sunflower seed was late, so this is a winter bird pollen and nectar mix kind of thing. So there'll still be plenty in there for the bees to forage on, especially at the back end. But unfortunately no sunflowers on this site this year, but I mean it is what it is. I'm just grateful that the bees are on here and Andrew puts something in for them each year. But as you can see, obviously these were the little demos I did. So that's my plan, go inside these and we're just going to see what we're going to find. So I actually left these supers on because they were only partially filled. So there'll be bits of rapeseed in here and some spring nectar. But luckily there's still plenty of feed in there should the bees need it, because obviously this weather ain't too brilliant at the moment. But that said, forecast from Thursday onwards around here is due to get warmer, so up to 15s in a couple of days, and that should coincide then with all the bramble that's starting to flower. This is our first demo here then. Just going to pop my head in then, have a quick look, see what's going on. If it's unsuccessful, the hatching, obviously I'll just put it all back together and then slip in one of our virgin queens. But that was normal. As I've said before, it is blowing a hoolie up here again. Nothing so far. And there we go. It's a very dark virgin that's running around the frame, so I don't want to mess about too much, but at least I know they do have a queen in here. The issue has been the weather. it's just not been the right weather for virgins getting out and getting mated. But yeah, I've seen a queen, albeit a virgin, so I'll box these back up and leave them for at least another week or so, or until we get a good week of what we class as decent mating weather. A few more bees in this one. Still got plenty of stores as well, which is great. Full frame of stores there on the first frame. Oh, they've got plenty. They're nice and calm, which is a good sign as well. But so far, no signs of anything. And they've got quite a few play cups that they've drawn. There we go, there's a virgin on that frame actually. So I think because of the weather, I'm a little bit early. So we'll pack these bees up and I'm going to come back in another week to 2 weeks and see how we've got on. So there we go. I've still got the virgins that I came with. Can't seem to get rid of them. So, still virgins in there. They've been in there a little longer than I'd expect before getting mated. But, as I've said many times up here, the weather can be pretty harsh at times. It's got to be bang on, you know, for the queens to want to go out and get mated. Or for the workers to take her out and get mated. So yeah, I'm going to give them another 2 weeks, to be honest. I am contemplating moving them. It may not be the best site to go and get mated, open mated. So I may come back, pack them up, and we'll move them somewhere else where there's it's a little bit milder, and a few more drones that I prefer for them to go and get mated with.